Hello there. We're starting with a review of sequences and series. Here are the basic formulae that I'm sure you can still remember. For an arithmetic progression, the nth term is given by a plus n minus 1d. Common difference is given by t2 minus t1 or t3 minus t2 and so on. It is the difference between a term and the one immediately preceding it, while the sum of n terms is given by n over 2 into 2a plus n minus 1d. Now for geometric progression, the nth term is given by Tn equals ar raised by n minus 1, where r is a common ratio and it's the ratio of a term to the one immediately preceding it. So it could be T2 over T1, T3 over T2, T4 over T3, and in that fashion continuously. Now, the sum of n terms of a GP is given by A into r raised by n minus 1 over r minus 1, where the absolute value of r is greater than 1, and it is A into 1 minus r raised by n over 1 minus r, where the absolute value of r is less than 1. So let's take these simple questions very, very quickly. Example 1. The fifth term of an arithmetic progression is 3 times the first term. Find the sum of the first 8 terms of the progression, given that a quarter of the fifth term is 9. Fifth term of an arithmetic progression, that's T5, is 3 times the first term. That means T5 equals 3 times 3T1. And we know that the fifth term of an arithmetic progression is defined by a plus 4d, and its first term is a. So that means a plus 4d equals a. Now, this is the same as 3a minus a minus 4d equals 0. That's moving everything on the left-hand side to the right-hand side. And that means 2a minus 4d equals 0. If we divide through by 2, we're going to have a minus 2d equals 0. Let me call that equation 1. They also said a quarter of the fifth term is 9. That means 1 over 4 T5 equals 9. And that means 1 over 4 times a plus 4d equals 9. If we multiply both sides by 4, we're going to have a plus 4d. We're going to get a plus 4d equals 36. Now let's call that equation 2. Now I can solve the two equations simultaneously, 1 and 2, which are a minus 2d equals 0 and a plus 4d equals 36. Now I'm solving by elimination. A minus a is 0, minus 2d minus 4d is minus 6d. 0 minus 36 is minus 36. And we can divide both sides by minus 6 to get d. And that means d equals 6. Now putting d in 1, I need that to get a. Putting d in 1, a minus 2, equation 1 is a minus 2d equals 0. And that means a minus 2 times 6 equals 0, which means a minus 12 equals 0. And that means a equals 12. Therefore, and I know that the sum of n terms is given by n over 2 into 2a plus n minus 1d. Therefore, the sum of the first 8 terms, this is the formula for the sum of the first 10 terms. Therefore, the sum of the first 8 terms of the sequence is going to be 8 over 2 into bracket 2a, which is 2 times 12, plus 7. 8 minus 1 is 7. 7d, which is going to be 7 times 6. And that simply means 4 into bracket 24 plus 42, which is the same as 4 times 66. And that's 240 plus 24. That's 264. That's it simply. Therefore, the sum of n terms of the first 8 terms of the sequence is 264. Now let's take example 2. That says, given that 4, P, Q, and 13 are consecutive terms of an arithmetic progression, find the values of P and Q. All right, given 4, P, Q, and 13 in AP, in arithmetic in arithmetic progression, T1 is A, and in this progression it is 4. And we also know T4, which is defined by A plus 3D, to be 13. We're also given T4, which is defined by A plus 3D as 13. Now, this simply means A plus 3D equals 13. I know that A is 4. That means 4 plus 3D equals 13. And that means 3D equals 13 minus 4, which means 3D equals 9. And that means D equals 3 if you divide both sides by 3. It means D equals 3. Now, we can now find the values of P and Q. Therefore, P, which is the second term of the progression and is defined by A plus D, is the same as A, which is 4, plus D, which is 3, and that's 7. That means D is equal to 7. And Q, which is the, yeah, that's correct. And Q, which is the third term of the sequence and is defined by A plus 2D, is going to be is equal to A, which is 4, plus 2 times D, which is 2 times 3, since D is 3, and that's 4 plus 6, which is 10. Therefore P equals 7 and Q equals 7 and Q equals 10. Now that's it, very, very simply. Please do this as an exercise and send your answers to me We'll do a correction in our next class and go to a new topic. God help you. All right. I hope you enjoyed the class. See you next time. Bye.